guess who's joining me today?
Well, she's allowing me to join her.
I'm allowing him to join me, right?
In her cooking video.
Yeah, so today we're gonna be making meaty sweet potato muffins. So we're going to be, yeah, sweet potato muffins. They're gonna go in these muffin tins. So let's just run through the ingredients real quick, and Kali's gonna be helping me prepare some stuff. So we have our sweet potato, very simple. Sweet potato. We have our chopped onion. I already pre-did it because, you know, it's time consuming and stuff. So we're gonna be caramelizing these.
Nice.
And we have our honey, which is for the onions.
And what about this?
We have fresh cilantro.
Cilantro.
Okay. We have onion, herbs, salt-free Mrs. Dash seasoning. So you're just gonna need 1 tablespoon of that. And then I think this is new, Mrs. Dash tomato, basil, garlic.
Ooh.
And it just smelled so good. So we're gonna put that in there.
Yeah.
Of course, a little bit of salt.
There you go, salt.
Everything else is salt-free. So we're just gonna be adding a little bit of salt for flavor.
That's like my kryptonite.
Relax. And then we're gonna be adding some mustard and meat. So, it's very simple. I actually never made this, and I told you guys that a lot of food that I make is very mind organic, so I don't really know what I'm making, and this one is specifically inspired by my friend Cassandra. I saw her do it, so I need to try it. Oh, by the way, before we forget, this is our meat. So we're gonna be using half a pound of ground chicken and half a pound of lean ground beef. So this makes 1 pound of meat that we're gonna be mixing with all of this. So let's get to it. Let's start with Kali, let you peel.
I have flashbacks when I see knives.
We're not in prison. That's not a shank. That's a knife.
Okay.
So let's have you peel the sweet potato.
Okay. Here we go, y'all. Y'all get to see me cook something, fix something, prepare something other than top ramen noodles.
Okay, so go ahead and once you peel that, cut them into small pieces.
Ooh,
just not too many times, just one time. You're peeling too much sweet potato. Okay. There you go. And then I'm gonna.
This thing. See, I'm used to the ghetto ones where they do.
Yeah, no, this one's not ghetto. So while you do that,
okay.
I'm gonna make some.
I just learned something, yeah. You know I gotta overtalk you.
Yeah, he always overtalks, baby.
When the camera on, at least.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna be dicing my cilantro. Not too much because cilantro is so strong, especially if it's fresh.
You'll be boiled, y'all. We gotta let the people we covering my work up. You know what I mean?
So while he cuts those, I'm going to prepare the seasoning. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of tomato, basil, garlic. Tomato, basil, garlic. 1 tablespoon, not teaspoon, tablespoon.
That good, little mama?
That's good. So just wait for me for further instructions. So,
oh, she talking to Kali muscle like that.
So 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of onion herb, again salt-free. 1 tablespoon, not teaspoon. Because a lot of you guys last time were saying, that's not a teaspoon, that's a tablespoon. Like, no. 1 was a tablespoon, 1 was a teaspoon. And of course some salt.
Oh, my kryptonite, I can't eat this.
So put as much salt as you feel necessary.
And here it is, I eat top ramen full of salt.
Right, so this is what your seasoning should look like with the cilantro and everything. So we're just gonna leave that alone for a minute. So let's get to the onions. Here we have the pan. We're gonna put the onions in here. You need to preheat some olive oil or regular oil on medium to high heat. So get it really, really hot. Meanwhile, we have some water boiling and Kali's gonna be putting in his sweet potatoes in there. So go ahead, honey, and drop those in there. Be careful. Gonna be boiling.
How long?
Just until they're all the way boiled so you can poke through them really easily. kind of like making mashed potatoes. And then we're gonna wait for this to heat up so we can dump the caramelized onions. So we'll go from there. I'm gonna have Kali caramelize these onions for me. Gosh, you look good. So we have the hot oil. Go ahead and dump that in there. Be careful, it's very hot.
There it is, yeah.
We have some green onions in there.
Can I stir it?
Yes, go ahead and mix everything up. Make sure the oil is all over. Flip them upside down, not just a little tiny stir. There you go.
Chef Kali muscle, baby. Uh-oh, one of our onions went down there.
That's okay. You're a newbie. You're an amateur.
No, I was cooking before you was born.
You were cooking top ramen. In prison, that doesn't count.
I was cooking when I was a teenager because I had to eat 6,000 calories a day.
Leave them alone because onions have to be left alone when they're caramelized for about 15 minutes without touching whatsoever. Just cover them. Kali to take some honey and drizzle it on top of the onions, just all the way across. And yeah, that's really good. And just let it sit there again and just cover it while it's simmering. The sweet potatoes are almost done. We got the potatoes done, the sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna let Kali dump them in here in a plastic container or whatever it is. We're gonna have to mash them. So this is boiled sweet potatoes, kind of like the same way you're making mashed potatoes. So go ahead and put them in here. So just one large sweet potato and go ahead and mash it up. I have my caramelized onions here. I'm going to cut them into tiny little, chop them in tiny little pieces because we're gonna be adding those in there. So here we go. Have those in like a puree form. And we're gonna be adding the caramelized onions that I chopped in here. Go ahead and mix that up. And we're also gonna be adding all the seasonings that we put together. So let me just add the seasoning in there. You always wanna mix your seasoning and your sweet potato first because you don't wanna be mixing the seasoning too much with the meat because you don't wanna over-mix the meat before you put them in the tins. It's never good to over-mix the meat because it doesn't cook too well. So if you have your mix pre-made before you put the meat in, it's always better. It's really hot, so you probably want to let that cool off just a little bit before we go ahead and add the meat in there.
Pull out the freezer.
Thank you very much.
Ordered me.
So I put it in the freezer for a little bit just so it's not too hot. Now I'm going to be adding a tablespoon or and a half, whatever you like, of fresh mustard. Go ahead. And also one more thing, I'm using beef and chicken. You can use whatever type of meat you like. I don't like turkey because it stinks to me. I don't like the smell of turkey. So, especially when it's like baked in the oven. So I use fresh chicken and beef. So now that we have this, you want to taste it? Just really good. Okay, now it's time to put the meat in, so let's go ahead and put our gloves on.
I need gloves?
Well, you're gonna be making little muffins, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm used to wearing gloves. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Can't leave no fingerprints.
half pound, dump it in. And again, you don't wanna overmix your meat, so just flip through.
Flip, flip, flip.
Just making that ball about this size. Let me see. A little too big, yeah. Give me some. Oh, that's way too big, honey. Let me see.
That was not good.
So about that size. And just drop it in. There you go. So what do we have going on here?
Well, now we're about to slide these bad boys in. We preheated the oven for $3.75, and we're gonna leave it in there for 30 minutes, okay?
All right.
You got that?
All the way to the back, the other way around. Horizontal, there you go, in the middle.
That's good?
That's good.
There you go.
So 30 minutes on 375.
You film?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's been about 30 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take these out, and we're gonna set them on here just so we can leave them here for about 10 minutes before we take them out of the tins, because we want them to just kind of cool off first. They're almost ready. Meanwhile, I made us a romaine, tomato, and avocado salad. This is one of my favorites, which I love to eat with this type of meat, so looking forward to it.
Here goes the muffin, guys. I'm about to try it.
I'm excited. It's a little hot.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, let me get some veggies. I really eat salad. Good job, girl. Wipe your face.
Here?
Yeah. There you go. That's all beautiful. See it all on there?
So Kali always eats his stuff with carbs, rice. I
Well,
just have it with
carbs in it, right? Sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah, that's right. For me, just one muffin with some salad. What's really good about this, it's really awesome for portion control. So if you're really trying to be on a serious portion control by meal prepping, one muffin per meal or whatever. You have carbs, you have meat, add some greens, and that's about it. So we're gonna go ahead and eat. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Let me know if you guys enjoyed Kali with me or if that was just a distraction. So.
Ooh. This is Kali and Helena's channel.
I'm just kidding. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you.